a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Vikingsons are going to take over at their 28-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a run like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Up the middle, it's Cook.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The Vikings sit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. First down there, they pick up the 25.
I think when they look at that offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around, they want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Sort of interesting going with the draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Packers take over at 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in that passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's someone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he running with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you bring the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to throw that one before we wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Returnable here from the 38. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he goes down at the 26, a pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Cook now off the read option. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Reagor, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Rodgers, a free play. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. They've got his man, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage, as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Rodgers again now. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Again, it went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film. Did you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Cook up the gut. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 30 before they take it down. 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st First and 10, it's Hurts.
And complete right side to Cook.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, ready?
From the 39, Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down and 4. Hurts. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Hurts. Being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Herb Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Here's Paladon standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken right around the 44. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They run it again with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just 2 in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
And some space here. Flexing his muscle again. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It's caught at the 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A.J. Dillon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a bit closer.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that's not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch in. Second and 5 now. Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route look deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who's done this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get this to the 31. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little bit if he's able to connect more.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Rodgers. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Packer first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 51 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Hurt sets up to throw it.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Throwing now is Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops it. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week,
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Working with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd
Rodgers to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown. This game's over.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen. The Vikings are going to get him back here just past the 35. It wasn't always pretty at the interception there. That means that they should get out of here with victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they've got preserved for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now try and wind down some clock with Cook. Oh, what a move. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready?